can see the tensions rise and the tempers flare because they haven't had these conversations. But if it's somewhere documented that this is what it is and it's on paper, then that's one less thing that y'all have to worry about as a couple. And y'all can just enjoy each other or argue about something else.
Right. And I think that is so important to discuss. Even in the dating process, I discuss financial things with men. Do you recommend that as you're dating to have those financial conversations, Joe?
Say it one more time. I missed it.
How soon should people have these financial
Yeah,
conversations? Is
well
it the
before you
dating
get married.
process? Is it we're officially together? Like, when should we have these conversations?
When you decide, I believe, when you decide to say or ask someone to marry you and you agree to join into that situation, or if y'all are just not even going to get married, but y'all decided to share your lives together. Once you start integrating assets and things like that, you got to talk. You got to talk. So if I can't leave you and you take your stuff and I take my stuff, if I can't do that without any type of documentation or legal involvement, then we should be having some type of conversation. Does that make sense?
Yes, because I've definitely had this conversation, but in dating, I feel like even in the dating part, you need to have this conversation because you need to be clear about what things are even going to look like from then. Marlo, we have discussed finances and couples, but even if we look in the Black community and these YouTube streets, there's been these debates about 50-50 and bills and who paying what. Like, is this situation from Wendy just remind us how important it is to be on the same page financially?
I think it absolutely reminds us of that. But I think that there's something else at play that we're not talking about and that many people don't see outside of the entertainment industry, which is the power dynamic, right? There's a lot of times that Wendy, and I just know this having gone into meetings and different things, there's a lot of spaces that Kevin wasn't invited into as her manager, right? There's a lot of places that even being her husband didn't gain her access to. There's a lot of times when you go, you're doing red carpet, you go into events and things like that, you're going to get separated. They're going to take the star to go do star things, and then you got to go take that lonely walk by yourself, husband, manager, whatever. You just got to go skedaddle and do your thing. And I think that when we talk about the embarrassment that he put upon her with the baby and the baby mama and around the corner and the down the street and the Lamborghini with the Wendy money and all the things, right? There is also, like Joe said, these are two broken people they connected like magnets, and they found each other and they came together, and whatever about, Diddy and this and that and the conservatorship, Kevin is, he's not a sympathetic character. So before even before I misspeak, I just want to say that in the entertainment industry, because I was looking at that stat and how it's money, financial issues, but also the fame causes a huge strain on relationships because one person's star is shining bright and another person is sitting in the corner waiting for them to come over there. Sometimes that separation may be 45 minutes, an hour, 2-3 hours. You go home, you mad, and that person is coming in about to tell you about the amazing time they had tonight, but you left early because you couldn't be bothered because you got sat on the stoop and left for nobody. People bring you they keys and they coats and all this other stuff thinking you to help. So I think that there's a huge power dynamic that people don't understand in these mixed match fame relationships.